In what way does it affect the person and ruin their life? Like, what happens?
All the money you've got just tends to go on it. If you've got a job, you go to work every day and you think, yeah, I can do it. Then you start missing days because you can't get it the night before to take it in the morning before you go to work. If you can't take it before you go to work, you get a stomach ache and you can't do nothing. Then you start losing more days of work, then you lose your job. Then you start borrowing money off people. Then they know what you're doing from there. Then they just tend to push you away.
So Michael, first of all, thank you so much for talking to us. How old are you?
41.
Okay, you're 41. And Michael, how long have you been homeless for?
Since February last year.
Okay. And how did you end up becoming homeless?
Relationship breakdown.
Okay, the same story we hear all the time, man.
Yeah,
how long were you together with your partner for before that?
16 years.
Flipping hell, a long time, man. And what area were you living in?
High Wycombe, near Slough.
Yeah, High Wycombe, okay. And then you broke up then. How did that lead you to becoming homeless?
Basically, I found out my wife had an affair for 3 months.
Damn.
Left the family home. Went to the council after a couple of days and they said, you intentionally made yourself homeless.
Okay.
You've got to go back to the property. And I explained the situation. And I said, I can't go back there. And they told me, so there's nothing we can do for you, really. Because you're a single bloke, you've got to fend for yourself. So,
did you have any kids with your partner?
Three.
Three. How are they? You grown up or they're still young?
19.
You got a 19-year-old, okay.
And a 9-year-old.
All right. When was the last time you saw your kids?
Just over a year ago.
Okay.
So.
Do your family know your situation, that you're homeless?
I do. They do, yeah. But my mum and dad are Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a hard situation, really.
Sorry, I don't understand. How does that impact you being homeless? How does that relate? If they're Jehovah's Witnesses?
It's just the way my mum is, really. She cares, obviously, same as my dad, but when I was younger I got on drugs and things like that.
Okay.
I'm on a methadone script as we speak.
So they're trying to distance themselves from you?
They distance themselves from me, really. So.
Do your kids know you're homeless as well?
Yeah, they do, yeah.
And then when you broke up with your missus and like you said, the authorities said that they can't help you, how was that first day when you realised, shit, I'm homeless? Like, what did you do on that day? Do you remember that day?
I do, yeah. It was just a big kick up the arse, really. It's like, wow, I'm actually on the street. What do I do?
Was it in this area or High Wycombe?
No, in High Wycombe, where I come from.
Okay.
And I was just wandering around at night, just walking around. I was tired. I didn't know where to sleep. Didn't know what to do. And in the end, I just sat down and just fell asleep. I woke up the next morning and thought, I'm still here. I just thought it was a big dream.
Oh, shit.
It's scary. It is scary out here. It is. I've had all my teeth smashed out along the bottom. Sleeping in my sleeping bag. I've pulled the top cord because it was windy one night. And I heard a load of footsteps running. Next thing now, I'm getting kicked in the mouth. Smashed all my bottom teeth out. Of course, I was rolling around in my sleeping bag. I couldn't pull the side to get out.
Okay.
When I come out, all my teeth was picking up my teeth. I had blood everywhere.
How long ago was this?
That was just 9 months ago, 19 months ago.
And you said that it's scary being homeless. What do you find to be the scariest thing about being homeless? I know you said obviously people are abusive towards the homeless.
Sleeping at night.
Sleeping at night.
Because you don't know what's going to happen.
And you've been homeless more than a year now.
It's about a year and a half.
Yeah. What are some of the things you've learned on how to protect yourself and be in a safer environment? Like
try and stay out in the open like we are now.
Yeah.
On a busy road. Obviously at night time it's not as busy. Just try and stay in view.
Yeah. Where do you currently sleep?
I sleep here or round the back of Pret, just over the road.
Okay.
There's a heater, so I just pop against the heater.
Yeah. How was your life like before you became homeless?
Good, very good.
What was your life like?
I was working. Me and my partner, we didn't have our own house. It was a council property. We lived comfortably.
Where were you working before?
I was working in the car trade.
Okay.
And selling cars myself.
Oh, car salesman basically.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. How long did you do that for?
15 years.
15 years. Now, obviously, your life before you became homeless, you had like a circle of friends and family and stuff. What about your mates? Do they know you're homeless?
They do, yeah. I could stay at their houses if I wanted to, but they've got families themselves.
Did you do that at the start?
At the start, I did for a couple of months, and I just thought, you know what, I can't
felt
do
awkward,
it. It's not
innit?
fair on them, really. They got their kids waking up in the morning. There's me on the sofa. They've got to do what they've got to do, you know.
Okay, yeah. So just out of respect, you just moved out.
Yeah.
Are you getting universal credit?
No.
No, you're not on universal credit. What's the reason for that?
I just haven't bothered applying for it, really.
Yeah?
Just haven't bothered. I've got a bank account and that, but I don't apply for it.
Okay.
I'm actually waiting to move into my own property. I've got a text message this morning. Basically, the flat I've applied for is just waiting to have a deep clean, really, 'cause it's a brand new build over in Reading. So I'm literally just waiting for it to be clean to move in.
Did they say how long that's going to be?
No.
And who's dealing with your case? Is it the council or the charity?
Roots Off the Streets.
Okay.
Which is like a homeless charity. A guy called Sam, he's like the housing person.
Yeah.
It's taken him 3 months to find a place for me, but
okay. Well, I guess it's progress, isn't it?
It is. It's a waiting game.
And what do you find to be the toughest thing about being homeless?
Dealing with people, really.
Yeah, in what?
You don't know how they're going to react with people. I've been spat on, like, because I beg for a bit of money or a bit of food. I say to people, "Oh, can you spare a bit of change? Or if you don't want to give change, would you mind buying me something to eat?"
Yeah.
They swear and scream at you. They kick you. They spit at you. It's horrible, really. So you don't really know how they're going to react once you've asked them.
Yeah. A lot of homeless people that we've interviewed around London, they said that homeless bashing is a big thing. Everyone, you know, especially on Friday nights when people are drunk.
Yeah,
it's not safe
because you don't know how they're going to react when they're drunk. Sometimes they could have a good old laugh and a joke with you, give you a £5 or a tenner, which is lovely. Then they could just switch just like that. So,
how are the general public towards you?
I'd say 75% of them are okay. Then you've got the odd 25% which can be a bit funny.
Okay.
But you just have to take it as it comes, really.
Yeah.
You know?
What do you miss the most from your life before?
Obviously, my ex-wife and my kids.
Yeah?
Yeah, and living in a house, definitely.
Okay.
You know, it is hard. It is hard.
How easy would you say it is for someone to become homeless?
Oh, it's just easy.
Isn't it?
Absolutely easy. Most of the people I speak to are living on paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
And most of them say we could be homeless tomorrow. They have to watch the money all the time. You know, you don't know if the interest rates are going to shoot up. If they are, and you've got your own property, and you ain't got the money to put a lump sum down on your mortgage to keep the prices down.
Yeah. And then if you could give one advice to people that are not homeless, that are going to watch this video, what advice would you give to the general public?
I'd say watch your funds. Obviously, make sure you don't waste your money and you've got a bit of savings behind you, and just live life to the full, really.
Excellent advice. What's the nicest thing someone has done for you since you've been homeless?
In 2020, I was in Paddington, outside the Hilton Hotel, and it was raining. And there was a guy watching me, and I was thinking, why is he watching me for? You know, when somebody's staring at you, and I'm thinking, I was getting a bit paranoid. He come over, had a cup, and he put £1 in the cup. He said, "Have a nice day, sir." Didn't think nothing of it. Goes into the hotel, comes out with his wife or whoever it was. Went out an hour and a half later, he comes back. This just before Christmas. Comes back, gives me a scarf and says, "Open it up when I've gone in." I'm thinking, okay. So I watch him go around the corner, opens up quickly, £1,500 and £50 notes.
Crazy.
Couldn't believe
wow.
it. Went running in there. Cash went running in there in tears. I said, "Thank you very, very much." I said, "Not a problem
amazing,
at all."
man.
So you do get the odd few nice people out there, don't get me wrong, really nice people. But then you have got the arseholes as well, you know, which is unfortunate.
It's a mix, innit?
It is, definitely.
And what's the meanest thing someone has done to you?
Smashed all my teeth and they set my bed on fire with lighter fluid.
They set the thing,
they get lighter fluid, tip it over, and then they light it. Of course, it burns from the top, it burns all the fluid, and it just soaks through. And
this is at night time, yeah?
Night time, yeah.
And what, did you manage to escape unharmed?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got started getting warm, and I thought, what's going on? Of course, as I've come out of the sleeping bag, it's just set on fire.
A lot of other homeless people have told us that you should never zip it up fully, the sleeping bag, innit?
No, that's why I keep it like this now.
Okay. Because if someone sets it on fire, it's difficult to get out.
Pull it straight off, yeah.
What makes you happy?
Waking up in the morning.
Serious, just something simple like that, yeah?
Wake up in the morning, it's another day. Keeps me happy.
What makes you sad?
The way people are towards me, like when they're drunk and things like that. Shout, "Get a job." If I could get a job tomorrow, I would. But because I've got no fixed address, it's
Yeah,
hard
exactly.
to get a job.
If it was that easy, everyone would be doing it.
Exactly, of course they would.
And don't mind me asking this one: have drugs played a part in your life?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what kind of effects have drugs had on your life?
I'd say hence why my wife probably cheated on me, to be honest.
Is it?
That's what I reckon it was deep down. Before we went out on our first date, I went up to her and said to her, I'm a heroin addict. And she broke down in tears. I said, if you want to still go out on a date after, I said, give me a call. Within 10 minutes, she phoned me up. We went out on a date, and all through the relationship, I was on heroin. So.
Okay. And she knew that all along?
Yeah, 16 years of my life.
Well, listen, respect to her, because she still, went ahead and went on with you.
From the age of 14, I started.
Okay. What, the addiction?
Yeah. I used to gouge out in class.
How did that happen? How did you get into it?
I was going around with people slightly older than me. Of course, they was doing it, and curiosity killed the cat. Next thing you know, I'd have it. So.
And was there any other drugs you were taking as well?
Crack cocaine.
Crack cocaine.
So.
Which one had a worse impact on you, heroin or the
heroin?
Yeah.
Because heroin's physical.
Okay.
You need it.
Yeah.
Crack.
Are you still addicted to it?
No, I'm on a methadone script now.
Okay.
I've been off of it for over a year and a half. I wish I'd have done it when I was married. So.
What advice would you give to someone who's thinking about taking heroin or crack cocaine?
Don't do it, because it does ruin your life big time. It really does.
In what way?
Not only your life, it ruins the lives of people around you who are close to you.
In what way does it affect the person and ruin their life? Like, what happens?
All the money you've got just tends to go on it. If you've got a job, you go to work every day and you think, yeah, I can do it. Then you start missing days because you can't get it the night before to take it in the morning before you go to work. If you can't take it before you go to work, you get a stomach ache and you can't do nothing. Then you start losing more days of work, then you lose your job, then you start borrowing money off people, then they know what you're doing from there, then they just tend to push you away.
Yeah.
So, which I can't blame them really, but just don't do it.
Yeah, you know what? That's one of the best summaries I've heard about the effects of drugs. And
everybody starts smoking weed. That's where I started off. They always start smoking weed. Then it's a bit of coke. Then it's a bit of speed. Then it's this. And they think, okay, we've done that. We'll try this. And you always get onto that, and you stay from there.
Okay.
Because you can't get off it.
So basically, stay away from that first step that you take in it. Just stay away from it.
Don't do drugs. Full stop.
How long have you been on methadone for?
I've been on methadone for, in total, I've been on and off of it since 2008.
8, okay.
So,
Alright. So it's been a long time. If you could get one wish, Michael, what would your one wish be?
Wow, one wish. To come off methadone and have my own place.
Yeah.
And just live life again.
Yeah. And to be honest, that's a very reasonable wish, because I think it's coming around the corner,
Yeah. Money comes and goes.
Yeah.
I don't need money.
Yeah.
As long as I can come off the methadone, be clean, and have my own place.
But I reckon having your own place should help you come off the methadone as well, innit?
Of course it will, yeah.
And what's the one lesson that you've learned?
One lesson I've learned since I've been on the street: don't take life for granted.
What do you mean?
Like, people think, they wake up in the morning and think, right, we go out beg and we can make money.
Yeah.
It's not as easy as that. You can't make money all the time. They think, we can get this, we can get that. It doesn't come to you just like that. You've got to go out and earn it. As you know yourselves, you work full time.
Yeah.
If you want something, you've got to go and earn it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Most people out on the street think, I'll get that.
Yeah. Let me ask you this one. You've been a car salesman for like 15 years, you said, I think, yeah?
Yeah.
What's the biggest skill that you learned as a salesman?
Mechanics.
What do you mean by that?
I never knew nothing about cars when I was first starting in the car trade. And as you go through, you just learn to do little things on cars. Then I went to college, got me NVQ. Now I'm a qualified mechanic.
Are you? Okay.
So I've worked in car body shops.
Yeah.
I wanted to do my NVQ for spraying, but I could go in there and spray cars.
So suppose you come off the methadone and you got your own place now. What job do you want to do? What do you want to get
back into the car trade?
Into car trade, yeah.
That's all I know really.
Okay.
So
cool. So just coming to the end now. If you could go back, what would you change?
what would I change from the beginning?
Yeah, anything.
Not being on drugs.
Yeah.
Because that had a big part of my life.
And you started young, man. What,
did.
14 you said, innit?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you know, people that walk past you, what's the one thing you wish they knew about homeless people that you feel maybe they don't know about
Their
homeless?
actual story before they judge you. Because a lot of people are quick to judge. But if they actually knew your story, they might think, okay, I can understand where he's coming from. They might be able to help a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, and that's why these interviews really help with that, because you haven't always been homeless. You know, you were one of these people at one point walking past the homeless. So
I used to wake up at 6 o'clock some mornings. I used to look on the internet on British car auction site and think, right, I'm going to Leeds today, or I'll go to Newcastle. I used to go to Scotland twice a week.
Were you into any sports?
Football.
Football, yeah. What team did you?
Man U.
Okay, Man U.
They got a big hide in the other day, didn't they?
Yeah, I was gonna.
We won't talk about that.
Yeah, let's keep that off. What's your final message to people out there?
The final message out there: just look after one another and don't judge people.
Yeah.
You know, that's a big part of life. People judging.
Yeah.
You know, don't judge and just accept people as they are.
Powerful, man. That's a beautiful message. And now, just to finish off, you know, I told you earlier that a lot of people, what they do is they donate money to us actually, and with that money we buy the things for the homeless, like the gift cards for Sainsbury's, the clothes and stuff like that. What would your message be to people that donate money to help the homeless?
Money donations to the homeless. What, for like charities?
Charities, yeah.
Donate more if you can. There's a lot of charities out there, but it's the funding which they struggle with. So if they could donate a little bit more, if they've got it spare, then it would help us out a lot more.
Okay, excellent. All right, thank you so much. Yeah, God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, by the way, let me just give you that gift card. So the way the gift card works is that you can go into Sainsbury's.
Okay.
And there's this one for you. It's got £30 on there, yeah? So you just use it like a bank card.
Okay.
You can buy anything for £30 from Sainsbury's, yeah?
Okay, lovely.
Do you need some socks and underwear as well?
If you could, please,
yeah, all right,
I'd
I'll
be
give you that
grateful.
now, yeah? Thank you.
Thank you very much.